My name is Kelly, and I am the Instructional Programs and Accountability Specialist for Instructional Program Support Services Department. I'm going to be going over my roles and responsibilities, a little bit of what I do. So I establish and maintain the articulation agreement process. I also coordinate location data and program information for state licensing. I upload courses to the military portals to include GORMIED, the academic institution, which is the Air Force portal, and the academic institution module, which is for the Navy. And I also assist with internal and external reporting to include the HERC report, which is a collaboration with community colleges and universities in our region regarding off-campus programs and courses. And this is to ensure that schools in our region are not operating outside of their service area locations without notification to the school that's responsible in that location. And then I also assist with program and course development, and then also catalog updates. Our department receives program and course updates, which is then presented at the Curriculum Review Committee. And once that is approved, then we go into the catalog and update that to include the degree plans and the course descriptions. And once that is updated, then we send that to Desktop Publishing so they can put that into the catalog for the upcoming academic year. So now I'll go into the articulation agreements. They are agreements with senior institutions so that students can transfer into four-year degree programs. And students are guaranteed that every course taken at CTC will transfer and that degree requirements will not change once the agreement is signed. So this allows for students to have a smooth transfer and to not repeat competencies that they've already achieved. We currently have 43 active agreements, and schools are contacted every 2 years to update the agreements to make sure that they're accurate and current. And we have 30 plus in development right now. And this is a link that you can go to access our articulation agreement page, and this will show all of the active agreements and the crosswalks or transfer pathways that are associated with those schools. And the numbers, they're subject to change because we're in a mass update right now, so we're trying to update all of our agreements currently. And these are a few of the schools that we have agreements with. Some are outside of Texas, some are in Texas, but here are just a few. And now I'll go into the agreement process. So it starts out with initiation, which is notice of intent to our department. And that can come in a form of an email. It can come from an instructional department. It can come from the school directly, or it can come from the academic leadership. Once we receive that notice of intent, then instructions and our template, which is a standardized template that we created here in collaboration with other departments on campus, we send that to the school along with instructions on how to fill that out and to develop crosswalks or transfer pathways. It's sent to the partnering school so they can to develop the agreement. Once we receive all the documents from the school, we will send this off to our articulation agreement review team, and they will be notified that a new agreement is in process, and then it's sent to them for their review. Sometimes schools will send specific degree plan crosswalks, and if they do that, then the appropriate instructional department will also be notified so they can review the documents as well. Once the review team has completed their review and it has been approved by them, then we will send the document off for signature, which we use Adobe Sign to obtain electronic signatures. And once it is completely signed, then the final agreement is sent to the appropriate departments and placed on our website. And for the review and maintenance, schools will be contacted for a review of their agreement, and it happens every 2 years or so that we will do a review. Now onto the state licensing. So CTC currently offers instruction in several states outside of Texas, 10 of which require authorization in order to operate. So here are some of the states: Alabama, Alaska, Georgia, Hawaii, Louisiana, Maryland, North Carolina, Virginia, Washington, and Washington, D.C. And mainly we're located on military bases. So the process for each state is different. The application is different, fees are different, deadlines are different. So we have to make sure that we keep up with those. And this is a basic process. Like I said, all the applications are different, but this is kind of how to complete the application. So first we receive notification from the state that our application is due, and they will provide any necessary documents that are required for that, and they'll provide renewal dates as well. So once we receive the application, information is gathered from the appropriate departments in regards to the site. Departments like student services, finance, the site itself will be contacted for information. And then each state requires a fee. Sometimes it's waived, not all the times, but some states, they have a flat fee, or the fee is determined by either enrollments or tuition. So once all the information is gathered and the application is complete, then we will submit the application, and each state differs on their delivery method. So some like to have a full packet mailed to them, some want to submit it totally online for their portal, or there's a combination of both. They'll like to, have some mailed, some onto a portal. Once the application is submitted, then we, majority of the time, the state will come back and ask for additional information or clarity on some items that we have submitted. So we will correct that application and obtain the information that's required that they are seeking, and we'll submit it back to them. Sometimes states like to conduct audits on our sites, and that is coordinated with the site director. And once everything is finished and it is approved, notification will be sent to us in a form of a letter or a certificate, which then it is sent to the site to be displayed at their location. And I've also provided a link that lists all of our locations, and each site has their own individual website as well, so that there's more information there. So if you had any questions about the material that was covered, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.